All right, so first I want to apologize. I know you've been asking for help a lot. We just get so many
Yeah.
things that come up, but that's still no excuse not to be coming through more.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. So I used to actually, when I worked in Nashville, um, I was in the same position you were. Like my kids travel, they call them EB, emerging bilingual. So most of my kids didn't speak English, and I had one class a day where I had 35 kids, and probably 30 of them didn't speak English. And what made that more challenging was probably 20 of them spoke Spanish, and 10 of them may have spoke like different ones. Like there's like one called like Z.
Oh, dialects.
Yeah, Arabic. Oh, so it is very, very challenging.
Oh wow.
To like do this, right? When you don't know how to help them, right? Do you feel that way sometimes?
Oh my God, yeah. Like literally every day.
Yeah.
It's just a day-to-day struggle with the language barrier.
Yeah.
On top of everything else.
Yeah. I mean, number one, they're still kids too, right? So even if they did speak English, well, it wouldn't be that easy. Yeah. So I've been there before. And I've just been like, oh my God, because I didn't even know I was getting a class like that. And then like, oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
I couldn't even call their name. So
yeah.
I know exactly what you're going through. And I felt the same way, probably worse, honestly.
Yeah.
Because mine were seniors too, so I had to try to get them graduated.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then if they didn't graduate, I was kind of, why is this kid not graduating at all? So I think you're doing pretty good though. It's never as bad as it seems, right?
I think also like when people come in,
yeah,
it's like it's a whole different environment too, because I think the kids know someone's in the room, even if they don't know who it is. Yeah. They just know that they should be doing or acting better than how they usually do.
Okay.
The second people leave the room, I'm telling you, it is literally like people getting up out of their seats, doing whatever, God knows what. It literally goes out the window.
Yeah.
Like this lesson, we spent almost the entire whole group doing it. And like I need to be getting to small groups. I was able to pull 2 people for maybe like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's a nightmare.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like with some tweaking, because what I observe is like probably different, but like I think with some tweaking and things it'll be okay. It may not look perfect right away, but I think we can definitely get it to a more manageable place where you're not as stressed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have any experience working with kids like this before this?
I was in a role previously. I was an ESL aide.
Okay.
But I didn't work with like this particular population of kids. It was more like EBs, emergent bilinguals, in like mono classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I guess we'll just start. What's your primary concern right now? If you could just pick like one thing.
I would say the 2 big things for me are classroom management and like prepping better for the curriculum. Those are like my 2 like big struggles right now.
Awesome. So I guess we'll start with the classroom management because that's kind of just what I observed the other day. Yeah. So when I came in here, they were working independently, and most were on task at least at some point. It wasn't like they didn't do anything. So I saw a lot of people working. Now they may not have focused the whole entire time, but they definitely were working some. Yeah. So I think one thing that I would suggest, like with the champs, do you have a champs poster here? We can for 1 hour we can write one up real quick.
Miss Navarez was saying that you would come by with one and then maybe give like a little spiel.
Yeah, I definitely can. So what I'm thinking is like when you do go into that independent work, just always have it to reinforce like what level you want it on. Yep. You know, I don't know. Everybody's levels are different. I used to be a 0, but you may not like that. That may not be you, but so I think with one up here, we can just, hey guys, we're doing independent work. Let's be level 1, 2, and then when they're not level 1 and 2, you may just have to bring it in and like refer back to what level 1 and 2 is.
Yes, I want to have a spot for it in the classroom I want it to be incorporated into what we do, like all the time.
Did they send the new ones to you, or was it just me that got a picture of them?
Navarez said that she was going to laminate some.
Yeah, so I've got it. We've got some. They should be here soon. So I think like when that instruction is going on, just always have it to refer back to when it's not there. Even if you have to keep doing it, and it's just like, oh my God. Eventually they're gonna figure it out if you keep on doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you usually, I was also, because I went to that classroom management training, they had like clips where they just like moved them. So
yeah,
like,
I mean, you can do that. I don't do that because I'm not very crafty like that, so I don't think like that. But yeah, you could definitely do that. Have like a paper clip on the side to show them what level they want to be on.
Yeah.
I've also seen a teacher before. She was a lot more crafty than me, but she had like little lights on her board. I don't know if you're that crafty, and she just would light it up on what level they need to be on. So next to level 1, it would say the light would be lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea too. Yeah.
So I mean, it's just something to think about. Like and you just have to keep on referring and keep on referring and keep on referring. And you may be blue in the face, but eventually they're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's what I would take from that.
Okay.
And then like you did for the grouping, right? You did refer back to this one over here. I know you covered it up right there.
I did. Yeah. And we struggle so badly with like holding space for what one kid says, because I tell them what one table's talking about. Yeah. Everyone needs to be engaged in listening. Yeah. But you know, with kids, that's like, they don't understand that. And so that's something when I was a teacher I struggled with too, was grouping, right? Because number one, I like to lecture, but then they never had any opportunity to speak, right? Yes. So they don't want you to do that in this school district. I just went to I mean, that's okay, but they really want academic language to be from the kids, so you're doing the right thing. You're trying. So I mean, you're on the right track. It's better for Louisville ISD that you are doing those groups, so they do like that. So with the grouping, how do you decide your groups? I wanted to have a translator at every table.
Yeah, that's very smart.
That was able to kind of speak for the group, but they also have a hard time helping each other and helping themselves. Yeah. And that was another part of this anchor chart, was helping each other. And I made that like a big thing several times. Yeah. But they're a little lazy in that regard.
Yeah.
So I've been really trying to like re-emphasize that, but I feel like it's just kind of fallen on deaf ears so many times. Yeah. And now we're at a point where the classroom management is so bad. Yeah. It's like and I can't tell too, and they love to visit with each other and go to different tables. Like I have one girl that she will go and help somebody at her table, and then she'll get up and go to another table. And I'm thinking that she's talking or doing whatever. Yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm helping this person. Yeah. I'm like, help the people at your table. Yeah.
So I think that would come back almost to, again, champ. So like with your poster, I can't read it right here, but like before you go into group work, make sure you model those, like tell them the expectations every single time. Like it has to tell them. And I would even say, and I'm happy to come in and maybe I can have Case Otter or somebody else, like we as a group we can sit up here and show the kids how a group work should work.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, so like we can get a little circle table and we can show like exactly what it should look like. And then we can show what it shouldn't look like. Yeah. Yes. That's what I think would really help with that. With your translators, are they translating or do you know?
They do. That's a really good question. I have 2 that I can like really depend on. Yeah. And then I have others that kind of are afraid or scared to like speak up or like talk in their groups. I'll notice like if I really tell them like, hey, translators need to be translating, then they will like get to it. But in general, like they either forget or they don't want to or they're scared or
So I think with the ones that are doing well, I would overpraise them, and the ones that are like kind of apprehensive, we can almost see what will motivate them to do it. Maybe they don't know how to do it, and that's where we need to model that too. That's why I think Mr. Quesada would be great to show how to do it. Or maybe they just don't feel comfortable doing it. So like if they are translating, they are doing a good job, maybe there's some reward they would work for helping. Because I feel that's a lot on a kid to translate. I feel like it is a lot.
The other thing that I
because that's exactly what I did.
It's taxing. Yeah. And it takes a lot of like mental energy for them too. And then for this one girl was translating for like everyone at one point. I was like, that's not fair. Like she can't take on that responsibility just because like she's a more engaged student than others. Like that's ridiculous. Yeah. So I think I'll help you, and we'll kind of work on, if you can tell me who they are. Yes. I can kind of explain to them why they're important, but also what I can't say their names in the meeting, but that's okay. Yeah, but I can kind of explain to them why what they're doing is important, why we appreciate what they're doing, and I think just recognition may help them. Yeah, to help them be better. I also think they need some kind of small. It doesn't have to be a huge reward, but something. They have to have that. I was just about to say that they need to feel empowered to want to do it, and I think there needs to be some sort of like reward system for that.
I don't know, because the little kids, they go crazy for the Rocket Bucks, right? I don't know if that will motivate a 5th grader anymore.
Yes. The other thing that I struggle with too with that is at one point I was like, oh, do I reward them? Do I not? Because I don't want the other kids to feel like because they can't translate that it's like.
Well, you know what I would do, honestly? I would reward the translator, but if the other ones are I would reward them all. But like we can come up with something private for them.
Okay.
Yeah, like something discreet. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they like, but.
Okay.
But yeah, but like if all the kids are like the rocket things, if you're struggling, just over reward them for doing the right thing.
Okay.
Does that work with your kids?
I think, for some of them, I think it would.
Yeah.
For others, no, actually, Martin, Eugene, no, that they would all appreciate that.
Yeah. But just like when you don't like the classroom management, like when we had to do with the new kinder class started, it's just over reward the kids to the point it's like, oh my God, I'm getting more, and then you back off of it, right? Because then they've hopefully learned how to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would do, and we can see and I can talk with the translators about how we appreciate it, and see like the ones that are struggling, kind of tell them it's important and what we can do to help support them from that. Because the ones that don't know English, do they understand it at least, or is it just straight blank slate?
There are few students like that. I would say there's probably 2 in the class that are like extremely low to the point where it's like anything I'm saying is just kind of
because I think most of them at least understand.
Most of them have a.
Because when I've seen in the hallway, I'm at least like level 0, and they kind of get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And just gesturing can help for the ones that are like. I've noticed like if I just am pointing to the direction they.
And then the ones that don't, one thing that I always had to do is like sometimes, like you expect them to write in English, right? That's your expectation.
They have to.
Yeah.
I tell them to if they need to translate something or if they need to like write it in Spanish and like make a connection, they can. But we have to be writing.
So something that I did, because I was required to make it write in English too. Like they would write their best, but I would also have them like draw a small sketch next to it, just to kind of like so I could understand it.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll tell me stuff too, and I'm like, huh?
But like if you could have them, I know that's more instructional, not classroom management, but like they always have to try to write, but it's okay to sketch too.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, not like a full-on picture, but like a stick man or something.
Yes. No, I also have. I need to use this because I have it. I have this.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, I think that's great. And then let's see what else I have. So like when you were speaking. For the most part, they weren't talking when I was in here, but like when they are, I would, even when it's just one, I would just kind of stop and like refer back to the champs and say, when I'm speaking, what level is it? And it should be a 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they weren't really, but there was a few, and that's going to be in every class where they speak Spanish. They're going to talk to their friends, so you just have to like kind of stop and reinforce that every time. Yeah, I know it can get like really, really taxing. It's really taxing. It gets really taxing, but I promise you, if you keep like hammering at it, it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the first thing we need to do is we'll see about the champs poster. I can actually. Have you seen it?
I have.
Yeah. Okay.
I also was wondering about that, and Ullman had mentioned it like a few times and was like, everyone needs to have the champs posters in their room for when admin starts doing the walls.
Yeah. And do you have the treatment agreements?
Yes, right there.
Yeah, so it's always okay to refer to that, or if you feel like it's not working, just to do a completely different one.
What I did the other day is I started making another one because it was so bad.
Yeah, like even if you have to lose 10, 15 instructional minutes, like you're hopefully you would gain it back by having it better.
By having that.
Having that better.
They weren't taking it seriously when we were doing it.
Yeah.
I think we were just so in this mode of like everyone was done for the day.
Yeah.
And we were not able to.
And you know that's also a good thing to do. Very first thing to like set the mood of the day is refer to that, or even add to it, or just throw that one away and make a new one.
No.
Yeah, if you can look at the block, I believe in the beginning of the day it says SDL, right?
SDL is the version.
Yeah, so that's always something to do at the beginning of the day. It might not be too bad of a thing just on Monday to say, hey, you know what, we didn't have the best week, guys. Why don't we refer to this and see what we can do to have a better week?
Yeah.
So that's it. That's probably what I had right now. I did go to a PD on Wednesday, and it kind of gave some strategies for like group work and why it's important and things like that. And we're gonna share it with the staff.
Okay.
But I'm actually gonna email that to you a little bit early.
Okay.
Yeah. So just kind of refer to it. and I'll try to come back in next week after you don't read over this weekend, but just when you can, and we'll actually try to set up a time where we can come in and model some positive group work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll just keep working and we'll keep coming in. Hopefully, as some of these kids get placed in more appropriate places, I'll have more time.
Yes. Yeah. The table groups have really been.
Yeah, because we may just have to read. I mean, honestly, we may.
I already moved tables
all.
yesterday.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
Because we could not.
Yeah.
Do
I feel like a
anything.
seating chart. It's like a living. It's never gonna be perfect, but like when you get it where it's your best, you'll know.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So awesome. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna send you that. We'll come in next week, model some, and I'll see where you're at on the champs posters.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.